My friends, let us begin with a story, one that comes from the ancient wisdom of the Stoics, a story that reveals the enduring importance of respect in our relationships. There was once a man named Epictetus, born into slavery, yet destined to become one of the most respected philosophers of his time. Despite the harshness of his circumstances, Epictetus maintained a deep sense of inner dignity and peace. One day, his master cruelly twisted his leg, and Epictetus calmly remarked, "You will break it." And indeed, his leg was broken. Yet, Epictetus did not react with anger or despair. Instead, he accepted the pain with composure, saying only, "Did I not tell you that you would break it?" This story illustrates a profound truth. Respect for oneself and others, even in the face of cruelty and injustice, is the foundation of inner strength and lasting connections. It teaches us that respect is not merely a response to kindness but a principle to uphold, regardless of the circumstances. In the course of our lives, we form relationships with those around us: family, friends, partners, and colleagues. These bonds, however fleeting or enduring, shape our existence. Yet, the strength of these relationships rests upon a single, unwavering pillar: respect. The essence of respect, in its truest form, is the recognition of another's intrinsic worth. It is the acknowledgement that every individual possesses an inner citadel, a fortress of thoughts, feelings, and values, which we must approach with care and consideration. In respecting others, we respect their autonomy, their capacity for reason, and their ability to make decisions for themselves. We honor their individuality, even when it differs from our own. This concept of respect is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that every human being, by virtue of their rational nature, deserves respect. This respect is not contingent on external status or wealth, but is inherent in our shared humanity. Respect is the recognition that each person has their own path to walk, their own challenges to face, and their own wisdom to offer. Trust, a vital component of any lasting connection, is born from this respect. Without respect, trust withers, and with it, the very foundation of our relationships. Trust is not something given freely. It is earned through consistent actions, through the fulfillment of our duties, and through the steadfastness of our word. It is cultivated over time, like a tree that grows stronger with each passing season, rooted in the soil of mutual respect. But how do we foster this respect in our relationships? How do we ensure that our connections are built on a foundation strong enough to endure the tests of time and circumstance? The importance of respect in relationships. Respect is more than a courtesy. It is the cornerstone of healthy, lasting relationships. Without respect, relationships become fragile, easily fractured by misunderstandings, conflicts, or the simple passage of time. Respect serves as the glue that holds relationships together, allowing them to weather storms and grow stronger. When we respect others, we validate their experiences and emotions. We acknowledge that their feelings, thoughts, and needs are just as important as our own. This mutual validation creates an environment of trust, where both parties feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. Moreover, respect in relationships fosters a sense of equality. It eliminates power imbalances, ensuring that neither party dominates or diminishes the other. This balance is crucial for maintaining harmony and preventing resentment from taking root. Respect also encourages open communication. When we respect someone, we are more likely to listen to them, to consider their perspective, and to engage in meaningful dialogue. This open communication is essential for resolving conflicts, making decisions, and building a deeper understanding of each other. But respect is not a passive quality. It requires active cultivation. It demands that we constantly reflect on our actions, words, and attitudes, ensuring that we treat others with the dignity they deserve. This cultivation of respect can be achieved through various practices, which I will now explore in detail. Ways to improve respect in relationships. Listen actively. Listening is an art, one that requires more than simply hearing words. To listen actively is to be fully present in the conversation, giving your undivided attention to the person speaking. It means putting aside distractions, be it a phone, a wandering mind, or preconceived judgments. By truly listening, you show that you value the other person's thoughts and feelings, which is a fundamental act of respect. Active listening goes beyond words. It involves understanding the emotions and intentions behind those words, acknowledging the speaker's experience, and responding thoughtfully. When we listen in this way, we create a space where trust can flourish, where people feel heard and respected. Consider the impact of a conversation where you feel truly heard versus one where you are merely tolerated. In the former, you leave the conversation feeling valued and understood. In the latter, you may feel dismissed or insignificant. Active listening is the difference between these two experiences. It shows the speaker that their words matter, that their perspective is worth considering, and that they, as a person, are respected. To practice active listening, try the following. Eliminate distractions *, turn off your phone, close your laptop, and focus entirely on the speaker. Engage with the speaker * nod, maintain eye contact, and use verbal cues like "I see" or "I understand" to show that you are following. Reflect back * summarize what the speaker has said in your own words to confirm your understanding. Ask questions * show genuine curiosity by asking questions that delve deeper into the topic. Communicate clearly and honestly. Clear and honest communication is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. It involves expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a straightforward manner without the intention to deceive or manipulate. When we communicate clearly, we minimize misunderstandings and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Honesty, on the other hand, is about being truthful and transparent. It means not hiding behind half-truths or withholding information that could affect the relationship. Honest communication builds trust because it shows that you respect the other person enough to share your true self with them. It is through this openness that we build connections based on authenticity and mutual respect. However, honesty must be tempered with kindness. Brutal honesty, delivered without regard for the other person's feelings, can be damaging. The goal is to communicate in a way that is both truthful and considerate. This means choosing your words carefully, being mindful of your tone, and considering the timing of your message. For example, if you need to give constructive feedback, do so in a way that is supportive rather than critical. Instead of saying, "You always do this wrong," you might say, "I've noticed this could be improved, and I'd like to help you with it." This approach maintains honesty while showing respect for the other person's dignity. Set and respect boundaries. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define our comfort zones in relationships. They are essential for maintaining a healthy balance between closeness and personal space. Setting boundaries involves being clear about what you are comfortable with and what you are not. It is a way of protecting your well-being and ensuring that others do not overstep into areas that you consider private or sensitive. Just as important as setting boundaries is respecting the boundaries of others. When we respect someone's boundaries, we acknowledge their autonomy and their right to control their own lives. This mutual respect for boundaries creates a safe environment where trust can grow, free from the fear of intrusion or disrespect. Boundaries can take many forms: emotional, physical, or even digital. For instance, an emotional boundary might involve limiting the amount of personal information you share with someone until you feel a deeper trust has been established. A physical boundary could be about personal space, ensuring that others respect your need for distance or physical comfort. Digital boundaries might involve your expectations around communication, such as not expecting immediate responses to messages or respecting someone's offline time. Setting and respecting boundaries also means recognizing and addressing boundary violations. If someone crosses a boundary, it's important to address it calmly and assertively, explaining why the boundary is important to you. Similarly, if you realize you have overstepped someone else's boundary, a sincere apology and a commitment to do better in the future can go a long way in maintaining respect. Practice empathy. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes, to understand their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. It is a powerful tool in building respect because it allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. Practicing empathy means going beyond your own viewpoint and considering how the other person might be experiencing the situation. Empathy requires patience, open-mindedness, and a willingness to see the world through their eyes. When we practice empathy, we acknowledge the complexity of the human experience and validate the emotions of others. This validation fosters a sense of respect, as it shows that we value the other person's experiences as much as our own. To cultivate empathy, consider these steps. Be curious. Ask questions to understand the other person's perspective. How do you feel about this? Or what's your take on this situation? Are good starting points. Listen without judgment. Try to understand the person's feelings without immediately judging or comparing them to your own experiences. Reflect on similar experiences. Think of a time when you felt something similar to what the other person is describing. This can help you connect with their emotions on a personal level. Validate their feelings. Acknowledge their emotions by saying things like, "That sounds really tough," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." Empathy is not about agreeing with everything someone says or feels, but about acknowledging their right to those feelings and thoughts. It's about showing that you care enough to try and understand their experience, even if it differs from your own. Acknowledge and appreciate. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it is easy to take the people around us for granted. Yet, acknowledging and appreciating the efforts and qualities of those we care about is crucial in maintaining respect in our relationships. This can be as simple as expressing gratitude for something someone has done or complimenting them on a positive trait you admire. Appreciation goes beyond mere words. It is about recognizing the contributions others make to our lives and showing that we do not take them for granted. When we consistently acknowledge and appreciate others, we reinforce their value in our lives, which strengthens the bond of respect between us. The power of appreciation lies in its ability to uplift and affirm. A sincere thank you or a heartfelt compliment can brighten someone's day and deepen your connection with them. Appreciation also fosters a positive atmosphere, making it more likely that respect will be reciprocated. Consider making appreciation a regular practice in your relationships. Express gratitude daily. Make it a habit to thank the people in your life for both big and small acts of kindness. Whether it's a colleague helping with a project or a partner cooking dinner, acknowledging these efforts goes a long way. Celebrate achievements. Recognize and celebrate the achievements of those around you, no matter how small. This shows that you are paying attention and that you value their successes. Compliment sincerely. Offer genuine compliments that reflect your appreciation of the person's character or actions. Instead of generic praise, focus on specific qualities or deeds that you admire. Manage conflicts wisely. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship, but how we handle them can either strengthen or weaken the bond of respect. Managing conflicts wisely involves approaching disagreements with a calm and open mind, rather than letting emotions like anger or frustration take control. It means seeking to understand the other person's point of view before asserting your own, and striving to find a resolution that respects both parties' needs and values. When conflicts are handled with reason and respect, they can lead to greater understanding and stronger connections. On the other hand, conflicts that are managed poorly can erode trust and respect, leaving lasting damage. The Stoic way teaches us to rise above our emotions, to maintain our composure, and to approach conflicts with the goal of preserving the relationship rather than winning the argument. Here are some strategies for managing conflicts wisely. Stay calm, keep your emotions in check during conflicts. Take a deep breath, pause, and approach the situation with a clear mind. Seek to understand before presenting your own perspective. Try to understand the other person's point of view. Ask questions and listen actively to their concerns. Focus on resolution, not blame. Approach conflicts with the goal of finding a solution that respects both parties' needs. Avoid blaming or accusing, and instead, work towards a compromise or agreement. Use I statements when expressing your feelings. Use I statements to avoid sounding accusatory. For example, I feel hurt when, rather than you always. Balancing respect with self-respect. However, let us not confuse respect with agreement or submission. To respect someone does not mean to unconditionally agree with their actions or to forsake our own principles. On the contrary, respect requires that we remain true to ourselves, that we uphold our own values, while also recognizing the right of others to do the same. It is in this delicate balance that we find harmony in our relationships. Respect for others must be balanced with self-respect. This means setting boundaries that protect your own well-being and standing firm in your principles, even when it's difficult. It means recognizing when to compromise and when to hold your ground. Self-respect also involves being kind to yourself. It's about recognizing your own worth and not allowing others to diminish it. When you respect yourself, you set the tone for how others should treat you. This self-respect is crucial in ensuring that respect in relationships is mutual and not one-sided. Respect as a reflection of inner virtue. In the face of conflict, respect guides us to respond with reason rather than emotion, with understanding rather than judgment. It teaches us that anger and resentment are the enemies of peace, both within ourselves and in our interactions with others. The Stoic way is to rise above such destructive impulses, to maintain our composure, and to seek resolution through calm and measured discourse. Moreover, respect is not only a gift we give to others, it is a reflection of the respect we hold for ourselves. When we respect others, we affirm our own dignity, our own moral compass. We act not out of fear or obligation, but out of a deep-seated commitment to virtue, to the principles that govern our lives. In conclusion, let us build our relationships on the bedrock of respect, for it is this virtue that fosters trust and ensures the endurance of our connections. Let us be mindful of our actions, our words, and our thoughts, always striving to treat others as we ourselves wish to be treated. In doing so, we will forge relationships that are not only strong but enduring, relationships that will stand the test of time and circumstance.